What's up, y'all? It's your boy Ryan, aka Neighborhood Spider-Man. We're here in Columbus, Indiana. I think there's two here, so this is the first one. We are heading all the way down to Louisville. It's gonna be 3.5 hours away, but this was an hour and a half down south. Not feeling the best, but thrift over everything. They asked me what are my favorite four numbers. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yo, this is sick. What? Whoa. Wow. What's it say? 10? At the back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, and it says 9. Oh, it's the top 10 numbers. Yo, that's so sick. Alright, first up on the pass list is the pretty simple Ralph Lauren long sleeve. I've just got, you can't see it, but I've got other stuff that I'm really interested in getting. So, just an easy thing. I feel like I can get this anywhere, so passing on it. The next one is this black, oh my god, I can't remember what material this is, but it's pretty beaten up. I don't know, this one, the one I was kind of like, I didn't know if I should get this or not, so I'm passing on it, saving money. This was kind of a cool colorway. It's like the red, white, black, and blue. The Polo Cotton Traders, which I did get a similar one, but you'll see that in a second, so that was kind of cool. Next up, the Care Bears shirt, which I thought it was vintage just because this thing right here, the XL, just the way I've seen these before, just the way that the size tag looks, but not sure, so passing on it. I think it's gotta be a women's XL. That's weird. I don't know if this is like vintage Reebok or not. I don't even know if that sells or does well, so I was gonna pass on that, but it's got Reebok on the back. Next up, the Dale Jr. shirt. Nothing crazy about it. Oh, and it's 2X. It's got to be really cool for me to get it if it's a 2X, but it's got the Dale Jr. So passing on that guy. And then there's this guy. It's a vintage Indiana Hoosiers. You know that from the jerseys tag. But I don't like the paint. I think almost like a spring break design. I don't really like these, so I always pass on those. All right, first up that we're getting is this. This is sick. It's some dude named Goldberg, but it's from 1999. Apparently these go for really like a lot of money. WCW, the World Championship Wrestling, doesn't exist anymore. So I'm not really familiar. You're next. I don't know. Not really familiar with this guy, but I've just seen online that it does really well. So look at this colorway. Oh my gosh. Green, red, yellow, green, blue. This was like, if you'd seen the one right before this, was black and red and blue and stuff. But this is the same thing. The Cotton Traders doing very well. The XL. Look at this guy. Last but not least, this has 1 through 10. Even has numbers on the sleeves. Had to get this guy. Sup, y'all? It's your boy going to the second one in Columbus. I think we have the first find here. Oh, is that box? Size 40? I wonder who this is. Robinson. Oh, that's so cool. First cop from the store. Alright, so first up on the pass list is unfortunately the Colts Pro line. Nothing crazy, plus Colts doesn't do really well. So, passing on that guy. Splash. I would have get this, but honestly, it looks so dirty. In a bad way. But just kind of gross. But I love the graphics, kind of cool. Part of No Don't You Understand in the tag. Clothing for cool people. Next up, I think this is vintage Duckhead. That was kind of cool. Quack quack. Passing on that guy. This was kind of a vintage windbreaker. Triple colorway. But I'll get this one. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm getting that one instead. This just kind of looks cool. E-Spirit. I think this is an old school brand too. Super faded tag. I know it's vintage, but not very popular. This is vintage Ball State. Super hard to find, but nothing crazy. Also athletic. And last but not least, the old school Cardinals logo stitched shirt. Nothing crazy. with that bike tag. So I have to get the, I think it's Oscar Robertson, I could be totally wrong. This is a pretty, this is from the 90s, obviously. So he obviously didn't play during the 90s, but I don't know, maybe it's like a promotional thing, but it's definitely vintage. Also might just be some random dude named Robertson. And then I had to get this, gosh, look at the sleeves, kind of that Versace nautical. Pink, white, and blue. I decided to just get one of them instead. Skirt, a winter set. Keeping it real in the streets, no bag, because I already got one. There was a lady in there who actually had like a super cool sweater. It was an IU sweater. It was from the 80s or 90s, but she was like 70 years old or something like that. I don't really know what you do. Like, hey, excuse me, ma'am. I'd love to buy that sweater off of you. Now when they see us in the streets,